How do men and women cope with stress differently? One of the biggest reasons for problems in relationships. Not because we cope differently, but because we don't understand how we cope differently. That's the whole key, is we just don't understand what we're dealing with. And we don't understand it, we tend to misinterpret it. So how do men and women cope with stress differently? To sum it up very simply, men cope with stress by solving problems. If I'm stressed, okay, what can I do about it? Let me find something I can do and let me do something about it. The most depressing thing for a man is to think there's nothing I can do to solve this problem. That's why men are always trying to solve problems. And they feel best when they're solving problems. So let's say I'm at work and there's all these problems, but today there's problems you can't solve in one day. There's mortgages and bank loans and things that you have to do. I'm going to wait 6 months for. Maybe tomorrow you got a real estate deal. Is it going to happen? Is it not? So at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do to solve this problem. So what do men become experts at? How do you solve a problem that you can't solve? We've been doing it for time, since the beginning of time. We've got this gene that allows us to do it. If you can't solve a problem, no problem. Forget it. And Plato explained it. He said, because he's a very serious philosopher type, he said that life is a serious endeavor, but there's utility and seriousness in being frivolous. And so one has to have frivolous behaviors as well, because they put you on the right side of the brain. So if you go to the right side of the brain and you're a man, the left side of your brain goes to sleep, has a nice rest. If you're on the left side of your brain, it just gets worn out. But see, women can't leave the left side of the brain. They're always thinking, and they're always feeling, and they're always planning to talk, or remembering to talk, or whatever. The whole brain is functioning for women in a different way for a man. Now, we can feel sorry for women, we can feel sorry for men, or we can go, how can we support each other? First of all, let me explain what women do to cope with stress. She often wants to talk about it. She wants to talk about all the problems that happen today. And why would she ever want to do that? From a man's point of view, if there's problems and you can't do anything about it, forget it. And that, by the way, is another communication skill, men, you just have to practice, which is if a woman's talking about a problem, remember not to say these words. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Just forget it. Here's something that I tried once. After a stressful day for my wife, I said, honey, don't worry about it. Let's just have sex. Only once, didn't work. She'll talk about some problems, and he'll say, just quit that job. Find another job. It's your choice. Do something else. Does she feel like you're even interested in what she had to say? No. Does she feel like you really care about her? No. And the truth is, man, is she really asking for your advice at that time? I mean, men are actually, on a subconscious level, this is where we're coming from. We give, honey, just quit that job. What do you expect her to say? What a brilliant idea. I hadn't thought of it. I have a problem at the job. I could just quit it and find another job. Well, that's great. I feel so great. No wonder you make all the money. She's not going to say that. She's not asking for advice. What she's looking for is using her relationship as a way to cope with stress.